Students are happy now. They are not that much serious. Even when they are not serious, they do very good in their exams. I've found students who are very bad in English got even good grades in SSCs because the teachers have relaxed. The education minister or the authority has tried to compensate because of the coronavirus, because of this movement, students protest. There are so many things that had been going on for over some years. Because of these students, even when having prepared well, they got good grades. They were promoted from 7 to 8 and 8 to 9 like that. So a kind of relaxation is still persisting in the education sector. Primary students, high school students, college students, university students, they're not that much serious, especially primary, high school and college students. Auto pass because of the coronavirus, and this time HSC exams incomplete, not finished. Half of the exams finished, but because of the students' protests, all these things. But you cannot get the opportunity all the time. When you try for the jobs, it's not that going to be easy for you. Even when you get a job, you got a family, and when children are born, they will ask you a number of questions and you can't answer. So it's no way to hoodwink. You cannot be clever. You must try your best. If you think it's so easy, no. It's all because of these situations. You have relaxed. I don't necessarily say that you should study that hard. I don't want the students to study that hard. What I want is that study with pleasure. Pair work, group work, the teachers should be entertaining, there'll be talking, fun. Among all these activities, the students can learn a lot. Idea of university defined by Newman, it says that Oxford University is not that much standard. He says that students will be playing football, having tea together, having lunch together, dinner together, gossip together, play together, but there will be a teacher. The teacher will always be friendly with them. The students will not find any uncomfortable, anything wrong with the teacher. The teacher is there to help them. Sometimes students want to know something. Suppose the students have watched the game between Argentina and Brazil. The teacher should be very expert about it, and the students need to know a lot of things. Argentina's players, Brazilian players. There are so many things, and the teacher should be there, a kind of internet device, Google device. Whatever you want to know, you learn from Google. Similarly, a teacher should be around you. It's just a kind of machine. The teacher is made of human blood and flesh, but his mentality should be like the machine. He will be around, she will be around. Whenever the students want to know something, he or she will assist, will discuss. So teachers should be very much expert. Teachers should be voracious readers. They should be researchers. They should be philosophers. If they have three qualities, if a teacher reads a lot, if the teacher researches properly, and if the teacher is very good in philosophy, the teacher can help you learn anything, especially in language. When you are talking about English, the teacher who is a good reader, who is a researcher, who is a philosopher can help you much more. So don't take it easy. You have to study hard, but don't study hard alone. Go for pair work, group work, to get the teachers help you learn something. They should not make you memorize. You should not memorize. Rabindranath Tagore was talking to one woman. Your son was vomiting, was throwing up. And the mother was surprised. Did my son vomit? Later the son came and she asked, when did you vomit? When did you throw up in the exam hall? He said, no. Rabindranath says, actually it's not that kind of throwing up, vomiting. It's because your son memorized something, wrote memorization, he did, and he answered the questions, because he's been writing from his brains. It means he's vomiting, right? So you have to understand, you have to think a lot, you have to read at the same time. You should think. Apple dropped. Why did the apple drop? Newton was surprised. That was the reason. He made gravitation, the theory of gravitation. So even when he was not studying, he was sitting with his girlfriend and he was holding her finger, and he thought that it was his cigarette, and he tried to light the cigarette and it lit the finger, and the girl fled away and she didn't return to him. She found that he was mad. Actually, he was the greatest scientist, Newton, Isaac Newton. And it's because he was a philosopher. Unless he was a philosopher, he could not think why the apple dropped. It's because of his philosophy. He thought why the apple dropped. So a lot of things under consideration. Socrates, the father of Western philosophy, he didn't have any school to go, he didn't have any book to read, he didn't have pen, paper to write, nothing. He had no teachers. But he became the father of Western philosophies, the wisest man can imagine. It's all because he thought and thought. He always tried to find why. The reason is why. Why did it happen? The same thing Newton did. Why did the apple drop? If he did not think about it, if he was having fun with his girlfriend, gravitation theory would not be in existence. And science could have lagged behind a lot. Science could not improve that much as you see today. So very, very important thing is that it's not just because you read a lot, it's because you think a lot. You can do much better. In class 7, you do very good. It doesn't necessarily mean that without reading in class 8 you can do well. No. But if you study in a way that's really thought-provoking, wants to know why it's happened like that, if he thinks this way, then after SSC he can be a student who does not need to study. If you did very well in class 7 English book, and if you're promoted to class 8, you will find that book 8 is so easy. It's all because you have studied well, right? So once you did very well in one class, the next class it would be very easy. But every class you memorize, every class you do something that's not that much helpful for studies. So you have to study in a way like Socrates. He didn't have paper, pen, school teacher, nothing, but he became the wisest man, the most intelligent man, the father of Western philosophy. Can you imagine? So that's it for now. Thanks for watching.